Hey everyone, Jam and Jamie here. We're doing another product review. Today we're doing it on the Worx 12 amp Turbine 600 electric leaf blower. Thanks for all your support over the last couple years. We've been doing several product reviews like this, not only the Worx brand, but some other different brands that are used around the house, used around the garden, used around the lawn. So thanks for your support. Today we're going to talk about practical uses of this blower or any blower, what it looks like coming out of the box, how it is to put it together, the technology that's inside, how it performs, the power ratings on it, what kind of extension cord to use with this, and how to use this extension cord holder, which a lot of people don't know how to use, and whether I would recommend it. So this is actually one of the best-selling blowers on Amazon. So a lot of practical uses for blowers. Obviously you have your leaf blowing. People like to blow off debris and grass from their sidewalks. You can blow out your barns with this. You can blow off your porches. You actually blow snow with these. When it snows, you can blow the snow off your driveway. And then people like to blow out dirt and debris from their cars, the floor mats, the seats, all that dust. But another big thing people use these for these days is for car detailing, to dry off the outside of their cars. It's actually been a big thing lately. It comes in this small box right here. It's really light. It's only about 6 pounds. This is kind of like plug and play technology. It's kind of a pun, but it basically comes in 3 pieces. You have your motor here, you have your extension tube, which clips onto the motor, and then you have your nozzle at the end, which clicks onto the main tube, and you can get set up and running probably within 3-4 minutes. There's really no instructions to read. It's really easy to put together. Now the technology on here, with the 600 turbine, it's supposed to use jet engine technology for more power. This is rated at 600 cubic feet per minute. So CFM, or cubic feet per minute, is how much air is passing through this blower. So the lower setting is 60 miles per hour, all the way to the highest setting, which is 110 miles per hour. And the miles per hour is how fast the air is coming out of the blower. The CFM measures how much air is coming through the blower, or coming out of the blower, but the miles per hour is how fast it is coming out of the blower. Anyway, this is rated for 600 CFM all the way up to 110 miles per hour, which is a good rating for an electric blower like this. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe so I can make more videos like this. Okay, so the advantages of a corded electric blower. A lot of people have their different preferences, but with an electric cord, you don't have to deal with charging batteries, you don't have to deal with gas engines or oil mixtures or gunked up carburetors or fumes or anything like that. So super easy to get out of the box, get you up and running. All you need is your power cord. So the only thing about that is you're limited to how far your cord extends. So if on your property you only need to get within a certain distance and you have enough cord to get there, then this can be an option for you. If you have to go pretty far from your electrical outlet, then you might want to consider a battery-powered blower or a gas-powered blower. Okay, so since this is a 12 amp blower, what kind of extension cord should you use? A lot of the common extension cords are 16 gauge cords, which are the smaller, thinner types. Then you have your bigger extension cords, which is the 14 gauge, and then the 12 gauge, which get more expensive the lower the gauge. Can you get away with a 16 gauge extension cord? Possibly. But you should probably get a 14 gauge extension cord, which should be enough for this, since this is a 12 amp. You can get a 12 gauge extension cord as well. They're going to be more expensive. But if you're going within 25 to 50 feet, a 14 gauge extension cord should be ideal. If you're going over 50 feet, so say 50 to 100 feet, then you might want to get a 12 gauge extension cord. And then again, for shorter distances, you might be able to get away with a 16 gauge extension cord, but again, I'd probably recommend a 14 gauge or a 12 gauge extension cord. To use this cord holder, all you need to do is pinch the end of your extension cord, run it through this slot here, bring it over onto this hook, and then pull that secure. Then you can plug it in. What this does is keeps this extension cord from disconnecting if it gets hung up on anything. So that way you can just hold it like this and then just blow. If you don't have it on here, it's not a big deal, but there is a possibility of it becoming disconnected. Okay, so how did this perform? I got to use it blowing off the deck here on this back porch. We got to blow off the driveway and the sidewalk. It's spring right now, so we don't have many leaves, but the power on this was really nice. Had all the power that I needed, and it did a really good job. Again, it's lightweight. You can use it one-handed. If you don't mind carrying electric cord around and you have the distance with your extension cord, then this is a really good option for those that just need to clear off their property, keep things clean. Would I recommend this? I'm not a big fan of cords, but if you don't want to deal with batteries and gas, and you don't mind cords, then this is a really good option. I'm very impressed with the build quality and the power and how it worked for me. This was a pretty easy review for me to do because it's so easy to put together, and the quality is there and the power is there. I was very impressed. If this video is helpful to you, please consider liking and subscribing. This really helps the channel and helps me to do more reviews like this. And don't forget to check out the other videos on my channel. Thanks again for watching, and happy blowing. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.